Okay, so who are the who are the three people? Who are these mentors or people that are going to pick these ideas? Do you have the list?
No, it's good. They are going to come from both our speakers and some people that have volunteered to do that, but they can't come in to speak. We have people from we have a professor from Japan also, who is working in the UK. Now we have about 2-3 people from Germany and the US also who can be in the program. They would like to be there, but they said instead, Kingsley, can we offer mentoring service? And so for us that is critical. So we have this group of people that may not come to speak, but will be willing to offer those post-event services.
Okay. So now I want to ask you, Kingsley, what are some of the issues that you think are facing Africa right now?
Some?
Yes. I know if I ask you what are the issues, I'm probably going to be on to.
Number one, power.
Okay.
I'm not talking of Nigeria, Africa. Number one, power. If you talk to the telecoms and the manufacturers, they will tell you 60 to 70% of their expenditure is to what? Sustain power, energy, and with that it's difficult for expansion. It's difficult for better welfare for staff and all of that. And that is also stifling industrialization, which again is affecting job opportunities in creation and all of that. So for me, instead of listing so many, I just think that for me, power is critical. If we can deal with that, it will have a spiral, effect all over the country, and possibly insecurity, because I think the two go hands in hand. Insecurity is also stifling business, destroying livelihoods and lives also. And some of those lives that are being destroyed could be the people that will have, possibly created Africa's first hybrid car. We don't know who we are losing. You may just feel that it's one little boy, one little girl, or one man, or whatever, but you don't know what that person carries. So it bleeds my heart each time we get those reports. Okay,
so now power, you say, is your major issue.
For me, power is critical.
Now, do you think this is due to bad leadership?
Okay, now let me answer it this way. I have the impression that every state or every society is a complete reflection of the quality of its leadership and management. That's the way I define, because for me, governance is about leadership and management, right? It's called our commonwealth. So we've selected a few group of people because we all can be part of that management process, right? So you select a few people and give them the trust to administer our commonwealth. And in administering our commonwealth, they should be able to administer it and redistribute wealth in such a way that our basic facility from roads, infrastructure, education, healthcare, and all of that is enabled so that people can blossom. And so the issue of power supply will also be a direct fallout of the quality of leadership we have. So if we have good, steady electricity supply, then it's a reflection on the quality of leadership we have. If we don't, vice versa. I'm
curious about Youngstars Foundation. How has the foundation been able to, do this year in and year out? Is there any specific grant money you have? How are you funding this foundation?
Well, for the first 7 years, we've been running now for 18 years. For the first 7 years, no funding, no grants. So we had to do what we call private solicitation, go with letters from office to office, from individuals, uncle, friends, and all of that. And sometimes you need to do stuff yourself, getting money and all of that. And that's what we did for the first 7-8 years. And I can tell you it was really difficult. We couldn't rent an office, and all of that. We had to share office space 3-4 places, and they would let us just use outside by the door, the corridor, and all of that. But that was happening, but our passion kept us. We just kept doing this. We're based in Jos then, we're now in Abuja. We just kept doing what we're doing because we're passionate about it, right? And then gradually funding started coming in. Our first grant was £500. So, but we celebrated it because it wasn't about the £500, but it's about the fact that an international organization recognizes our competence and capacity and are willing to invest that trust in us. And that's how it's grown. So most of the time we've had funding. From that £500, we've had other partners who have come in to join to give support to the work we're doing.
Okay, so now a lot of people, for example, you said you had 7 years, nothing, no single money came in.
No funding.
Wow. And you said your passion kept you going.
Yes.
That was just it.
Otherwise, I can't explain it. It was gruesome. It was torturous, trekking all over the city, going from office to office, following up on people. Then no GSM, no emails. Our internet wasn't as accessible as it is right now. So you can imagine writing a letter and waiting 2-3 months to get a no. So you were waiting for 2-3 months to get a letter. They say, regrettably, we cannot, and all of that. But I think passion could have been the only thing that just kept us driving, and a conviction that we are stakeholders in this nation, and we must, as young people, do whatever we can to not only discover our mission as a generation, but to fulfill it.
So, Youngstars Foundation, is there any specific grant money you're giving out at Thinking School Africa?
Okay, yeah, like I said, this year our intention is to seed grant at least 3 ideas with a minimum of basically about $500,000 each person. For us, prize money around the world is possibly $10,000 and all of that, but we're looking at $3,500, and then we're getting some commitments on that, and we hope we can even exceed the 3. 3,500 and 3 people. Okay. We're having conversation with some partners, but at the minimum, it should be 3 young people. Seed grant their idea. Now, there's a culture we don't have in Africa, and that culture is that when you go present an idea and a business plan, a possible investor is trying to say, show me 100. They want a 100% success guarantee. That's not what we're trying to do in our program, because innovation is experimental. It requires time. People must be allowed to fail. People must be allowed to make mistakes. So our program is not about, it's not like a business plan competition where you're coming to say, look, if you give me this money, I can guarantee you this. We are accepting no guarantees from our participants. We understand that they've struck an idea, they want to work on it, and that seed grant is like some kind of support, you know. And I think it's the kind of culture we need to encourage in our country. Facebook and all of that, first of all, had experiments. It didn't work, and they stayed on it. If they didn't get the kind of support that they got to stay on it, then they wouldn't have achieved the fruition of their ideas. So that's what we are encouraging in Thinking School. We're not looking for 100% success guaranteed projects and ideas. No, what we're excited is about the fact that as a young person, you can think. You are saying, I have this concept. If I translate it into action, reality, it can solve this problem. That is what we want to celebrate in you. And so we want to give you support to go try.
Okay. So how can people apply?
Well, the details on our website, you get online and apply. The website is youngstarsfoundation.org/thinking school. Once you get on there, all the details and information are there, and then you can apply and register.
Okay, all right. So now, people are asking on Twitter, is there a bonus for fans of Rubbin Mind?
Yes, we said that if you registered as a result of watching this broadcast today, you get a 10% discount. And if you ask me, that is huge. So in the form, there's a place that they're asking, how did you get to know about this program? Okay. Right? So if you're watching today and you're going online to apply, in that place, put Rubbin Minds. The moment we see Rubbin Minds, you get that special.
Okay, so I hope you guys listen. It's www.youngstarsfoundation.org/thinking school, and ensure that you put Rubbin Minds so that you can get your 10% discount.
And if we do, we'll let you know and pass that information to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kingsley, for joining us on Rubbin Minds. Okay, so we'll go on a quick break, and I'll be right back.